to the podcast What's Next from and with Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter. As an expert in self determination, I deal with topics such as success, joy of life, passion, and health, so that you may take many inputs for yourself. Enjoy listening to this episode. These days, I kept myself pretty busy in order to investigate and to think about efficiency, to think about techniques and methodics in order to support others who have not implemented efficiency in their life. I have several clients who come to me in order to ask me for questions and for efficient tools in order to implement into their life. And it's something I really wonder also about you now as you listen to this podcast. Are you feeling being efficient? Or are you someone who is trying very hard to find a good way fulfilling its life with more efficiency? And you fail. By wondering how to be more efficient, you lose more time and then you get frustrated because you see others amongst you and they're much more efficient. They seem to fulfill their duty with ease and also fun while you struggle and you are frustrated. Yes, I do know both sides. I remember a time where efficiency was not part of my life, where I struggled as well. But then I made a very clear decision. The first one was not to point out any more on the problem itself, but instead to focus on the solution. You see, this is already my first advice I can give you. Because what happens is if you're in front of a new situation, which is a challenge at once, but we claim it most of the time as a problem, but it is not. It is a challenge. It is a clear chance for you to grow within you, to look out for new situations, to look out for new solutions, for new ways and new techniques. What happens within that is that you step out of your comfort zone and you clearly move into a new area where a lot of new things may be from you experienced. Isn't that a great way? Instead of focusing on the problem, to focus on new things and to ask yourself how to go? Because besides of discovering a new word, what also will happen is that you focus your emotions to a positive side. Problem in order of looking into the problem is that the emotions are as well may be negative. And negative emotion are actually calling a lot of strength and a lot of power, which is not used well. Instead, if you focus on the solution, you develop curiosity, you develop, anxious in a positive way, because after a while you will realize, yes, you have learned more, and this is positive emotion. So the first tip is already, whatever you go through, do not allow your negative emotions to take control. You are here the leader. You're the captain of your life. So you decide that whatever emotions will be, they shall be positive, because this is giving you strength, power, and this is supportive in order for you to understand how great things can be. My second advice clearly implements as well the difference, the awareness of difference between effectiveness and efficiency. With a lot of my clients, I've realized that they are not really clear about the difference. Because the effectiveness is the goal. To know what you are tend to do is to work and to live in an effective way, meaning you know what you have to do, what is on your task list, what is the goal you're trying to do. And then the big question is how you do that. And this is when it comes to the efficiency. So you have to really take it apart in order for you to understand what you put your focus on. To work out efficient means that you know the goal and then you wonder, what is my next step? How will I do that? How will I achieve the goal I have now here in front of me? In order to make it clear for you, I will share with you an experience I recently had. A good colleague of mine called me feeling very depressed and very unsatisfied because over the last 3-4 hours, she was trying to find a solution on a new software she was trying to fill in her knowledge to, but she couldn't complete. She was frustrated and wondered about how stupid she is, instead, feeling very, very, very deeply delused and very unhappy. So I listened to her and then I asked her a simple question. Well, did you ask the internet for support? Have you Googled or did you actually look up on YouTube for the right question, for the right answer, for the right solution? And she didn't say anything. And after a while, she said, I didn't even think about that. So together we went into the internet and we looked up by making an efficient, effective question. How can I do this and this? And there it was. Tons of videos appeared in order to explain the right solution. And that was done in 1 minute. You see, this is how you can actually go for it. I also didn't know the answer for the question actually my friend had. But instead of wondering and trying myself for hours and wasting time, and I clearly say here waste time because this is a waste. Others have already found solution for that question. So why not digging and asking the worldwide worlds of the internet for the right answer? This is a clear example of how you can do things efficient, better in a good time frame. Because what we all have to be aware is that the time is endless, meaning we don't have much time. So it is important to use it for things you do love and to do the things you need to do in an efficient way. I will give you another third tip and advice which might make your life easier. Let's say you're in the internet or you see something in a magazine and you make a photo of it, or you have the link of this one product you want to buy or this one article you found in the internet, and then after a while you want to share it with a friend with yours or with your husband, your wife, and then it's lost. You can't find it anymore. What I always do is I have, for example, on my WhatsApp a file saying information, and all this sort of information I find for me interesting, I link in there. When I see something I like, I make a photo and I send it to myself. Or you can even download certain apps, which is called the memory apps or the information apps, and you put all this information within this app. And once you need this kind of information, you just look it up on the root where you have saved it. And there it is. And within few seconds, you have this information you want to share with your chosen one. You see, and these three simple steps and techniques will already achieve one important thing. They will make sure that your invested time is actually minimized and gives you the solution in a short time frame. And that's worth it. To live yourself in the best version means to develop yourself by growth, by gaining new knowledge, by stepping out of your comfort zone to get new ways in order for you to make new steps. In the last few days, I have developed a new online class, which is called 11 Tips for More Efficiency in Your Life. Feel free to get it. I'm sure all these 11 tips will make your life more efficient and will also bring you more joy, because you are worth it to yourself. So enjoy filling up your life as from now on with more efficiency. you for listening to your Mindset Mentor. Talk to you very soon again. And in the meantime, make sure that every day you live yourself in the best version because you're worth it. Take care. All the best. Bye bye.